Testing. All right, is everybody ready? I need the audience to be nice and quiet today. Let's welcome the 2025 AAC Battle of the Book participants. Years ago, I was a coach for Battle of the Book, so I know how much time and effort goes into this. So everyone should be very proud of 15 students sitting here, because it's a lot of work, and you should be very proud of yourselves. We are all very proud of you. Before I hand the mic over to Miss Evans, please make sure in the audience you are super, super quiet, because they have to think hard about the questions that are being asked. Everybody understand? This is perfect. Thank you very much. And here's Miss Evans to introduce the teams.
Hello, y'all. So welcome to Battle. I just remember to be quieter when I'm on my phone. So as Mrs. Hill said, Battle, we take place over the whole year. If you see this stack of books right here, this is the stack of books that every single participant had to read. There are 8 books in this stack. 2 of them are graphic novels. The rest are regular novels, full, no pictures, chapter books. So they all get a ton of reading on their own time, in addition to everything we read in class of 8 books. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to be testing their knowledge of these books. So we're going to be asking them questions, and they have to remember the books well enough to tell us which book our question is from. But of course, you need to know who is competing. So over here we have the reading warriors with
Daniel, Kylie, and Peyton.
We have the Firehawks with
Emma, Audrey, Owen.
we have how about now? There we go. So over here we have the Rizzlers.
Riley, Savannah, Krista,
We have the Slay Acorn Bandits. And that team is
Jeff, Michael, Roman.
And last but certainly not least, we have the Puppy Shreks. With
Lyra, Joella, Elizabeth.
Alright, and of course our lovely judges over here will be scoring and judging our questions. You guys know who they are. Do you want? Hi. And then Mrs. Schultz and myself, who will be your lovely MCs for the afternoon. So what's going to happen is, they all know this, so they don't need to hear it. I'm going to read a question 2 times. They are going to have 30 seconds. 30 seconds, that's it, to write an answer on their paper. Then we will go around and they will tell us what answer they have written down. And of course, we'll see if they are correct. But they are limited to 30 seconds. So just like Mrs. Hill said, those 30 seconds are super important because they have to think of the answer, agree on the answer, and write it down all in that time. So they need that time to think. Once we start going around and they start giving their answers and we reveal the question, you can of course be excited for them. We would love that. But while that 30 seconds is happening, shh. Cool? Cool. Should we get started? It's up to you guys. Should we get started? All right. Question number 1. In which book do characters play categories? In which book do players play categories?
Mr. Trumped by Rob Boyea. Because of Mr. Trump by Bobby Yen. Unteachables by Gordon Corman. Because of Mr. Trump by Rob Boyea. Because of Mr. Trump by Rob Boyea.
All right, the correct answer, Because of Mr. Interrupt by Rob Boyer. Title, they get 5 points. If they get the correct author, they get another 5. So they have to know both. All right, that's 10 points. Yes, to get full credit. Question number 2. In which book do messengers wear red jackets? In which book do messengers wear red jackets?
The City of Ember by Jane Brown. City of Ember by Jane Brown. The City of Ember by Jean DeProw.
The correct answer, The City of Ember by Jean DeProw. Also, if any of you at any point hear a book you might be interested in, all of these books are available in your likely local public school library. Please feel free. Anyway, question number 3. In which book do words make the shape of an apple? In which book do words make the shape of an apple? Rizzlers, what's your answer?
Love That Dog by Sharon Creech. Love That Dog by Sharon Creech. Love That Dog by Sharon Creech.
I'm gonna do my steps.
Because of Mr. Trumped by Rob Boyea. Love That Dog by Sharon Creech.
Your answer? Love That Dog by Sharon Creech. Fun fact for all of you, that book was actually written, where is it? It's very skinny. It's written entirely in poems. So the reason that it's in the shape of an apple is the entire book is written as poems. It's a bunch of tiny poems, and some of the poems are shape poems. So that's why it's in the shape of an apple, because the entire book is actually poems. Question number 4. In which book does a character want to save flashlight batteries? In which book does a character want to save flashlight batteries? All right, let's get some answers.
The City of Ember by Jane Duprell.
Oh, yeah.
Business Forever by James Patterson. The City of Ember by Jane Duprell. The City of Ember by Jane Duprell. The City of Ember by Jane Duprell.
The correct answer, Smile by Raina Telgemeier. It happens, bro. It happens. All right, question number 5. Shake it off, y'all. Shake it off. Shake it off. In which book can ingested lead particles poison a character and harm its nervous system? In which book can ingested lead particles poison a character and harm its nervous system? As a quick reminder to our speakers, which is one of our jobs, make sure you're not only speaking loud enough, you're speaking slowly and calmly enough that our judges can hear every word of your answer. That's become a little bit of a problem, so let's just make sure we're saying every word by itself. Right. Are you ready?
Vintage Goes by Gordon McCormick. Beauty in the Beak by Deborah Lee Rose. Because of Mr. Shrub by Bob Bouvier. Smile by Raina Telgemeier. The City of Ember by Jane Duprell.
Be correct. We got, I think, 5 different answers in that round, I'm pretty sure. The correct answer? Beauty and the Beak by Deborah Lee Rose. Beauty and the Beak. That's actually a book about a bald eagle that broke its beak off, and they had to 3D print a new beak for it. So if you like 3D printing and engineering, that's a really cool one. Number 6. I know what number 1. Number 6. In which book does a character execute a perfect Olympics-style dive into a lake? In which book does a character execute a perfect Olympic-style dive into a lake? There we go. My reading will be good. What you got?
Bus Nerds Forever by James Patterson. Bus Nerds Forever by James Patterson. Bus Nerds Forever by James Patterson. Best Nerds Forever by James Patterson. Best Nerds Forever by James Patterson.
Okay, y'all want to help me with the answer? It was Best Nerds Forever by James Patterson. Good. They all got it. They knew that one. Yep. All right. Hey, it feels good when y'all get one right. I love that. Number 7. Question number 7. In which book do characters call a super large coffee cup the toilet bowl? In which book do characters call a super large coffee cup the toilet bowl? Do you need mine? Oh wait, I think I fixed it. Better? All right. What you got?
The Unteachables by Gordon Corman. Unteachables by Gordon Corman. The Unteachables by Gordon Corman. Unteachables by Gordon Corman. The Unteachables by Gordon Corman.
I think we have another 5-0. It was The Unteachables by Gordon Corman. That's enough. All right, my friends, we're going to do one more question number 8, and then we're going to take a quick break. This is not where we get up and move around and break, but you guys are super quiet and super awesome. Chat for your neighbor. We're going to give them a second to decompress. So we're going to do this question, do the answers, and then we're going to take a quick break. Give them a minute, and then we'll jump right into half number 2. Cool? All right, question number 8. Question number 8. In which book do trade routes introduce new ingredients to Europeans? In which book do trade routes introduce new ingredients to Europeans? Alright, question number 8. What you got?
Yummy, A History of Desserts by Victoria Grace Elliott. Yummy, A History of Desserts by Victoria Grace Elliott. Yummy, A History of Desserts by Victoria Grace Elliott. Yummy, A History of Desserts by Victoria Grace Elliott. Yummy, A History of Desserts by Victoria Grace Elliott.
What a way to end the half. It's Yummy by Victoria Grace Elliott. Nice and done. Alright, we're going to take like a 2-minute break. stay where you are. Just take 2 minutes. We're mostly giving it to them so that they can have a break, but you also get a break while that's happening. So take a breather, take a second. You guys stay where you are, stay with your teams, but take a breather, take a second. We'll come back in a couple minutes and we'll grade scores. Okay? Take a minute.
by Rob Booyah.
Bandits.
The Unteachables by Gordon Corman.
Unteachables by Gordon Corman.
The Unteachables by Gordon Corman. The Unteachables by Gordon Corman.
And our answer is The Unteachables by Gordon Corman. All right. Question 10. In which book does a bulletin board look like it's blooming words? In which book does a bulletin board look like it's blooming words?
Because of Mr. Truck by Rob Booyah.
Left It Dog by Sharon Creech.
Because of Mr. Truck by Rob Booyah. Because of Mr. Truck by Rob Booyah.
Unteachables by Gordon Corman.
All right. It is actually Love That Dog by Sharon Creech. All right. Do you need something? So, what they are doing right now is called a challenge. So that means if they think that that event might have happened in the book that they thought of as well, they really think that that was the correct answer, we give them a time to look in the book that they think it's in, and if they can find evidence that it happened in that book as well, they will actually get points. So we have 2 minutes. They have only 2 minutes to see if they can find it in their book. At the end of the 2 minutes, if they have it, they can get points. If not, oh, I want 2 hours.
So what they did is they challenged. They had 2 minutes to find evidence. They did not find evidence that happened in the book, so they don't have a penalty, but they obviously don't get their points back, which is okay. It happens. We're going to move right on to question number 10. Everybody good? Everybody ready? Ready? All right. Yes. Question 11. In which book were there tiny glass cups called pennilets? In which book were there tiny glass cups called pennilets? Pennilets.
The city is under by Gymnasium. Emperor by Gymnasium. Yummy, a history of desserts by Victoria Grace Elliott.
It is Yummy. A history of desserts. If anyone's curious, they were little ice creams that you could buy. They were little ice creams that cost a penny. You got a little bowl of ice cream. Y'all ready? Okay. Question 12. In which book is there a picture of tempura paint and brushes? In which book is there a picture of tempura paint and brushes?
Because of Mr. Trumped by Rob Boyea.
They don't have an offer right now, so just the title. Okay. Thank you.
Because of Mr. Trumped by Bob Boyea. Best Nurse Scrubber by James Patterson. Because of Mr. Trumped by Rob Boyea. Smile by Rena Telgemeier.
It is Smile by Rena Telgemeier. All right. Question 13. In which book is a roadside memorial littered with fast food bags and wrappers? In which book is a roadside memorial littered with fast food bags and wrappers?
Best Nerds Forever by James Patterson.
Best Nerds Forever by James Patterson.
Love That Dog by Sharon Creech.
It is Best Nerds Forever by James Patterson.
Want a challenge? All right. I'll do 2 minutes, not 2 hours this time, all right? All right, this book, they are going to challenge. Love that. Are you guys ready? Go. Okay. All right. 3 more questions, guys. Question 14. We all good, right? Computers, we're good? Okay. In which book do characters find a silver key inside of a steel panel? In which book do characters find a silver key inside of a steel panel?
The City of Ember by Jane Duprow.
The City of Ember by Jane Duprow.
The City of Ember by Jean Duprow. The City of Ember by Jean Duprow.
What do you guys think the answer is? It is The City of Ember by Jean Duprow. All
is a room number a palindrome? In which book is a room number a palindrome? Yes, palindrome is the same forward and backwards. Like mom is the same if you spell it forward and backwards. I think that one was a hard one, but let's see.
The Unteachables by Gordon Corman.
Because of Mr. Trump by Rob Bueda. Unteachables by Noah Offner.
The City of Member by Jean LeCroix. The City Member by Jean LeCroix.
The answer is Because of Mr. Trot by Rob Bueda. All right, we are getting ready for question 16. This is the final question of our battle, unless any of our teams tie. So here is question 16. In which book does a character get measurements with a laser scanner? In which book does a character get measurements with a laser scanner?
Smile by Rena Seldmeyer.
Beauty and the Beak by Deborah Lee Rose. Beauty and the Beak by Deborah Lee Rose.
Smile by Rena Seldmeyer.
Yummy, A History of Desserts by Victoria Grace Elliott.
And the answer, Beauty and the Beak by Deborah Lee Rose. All right, guys, so I'm going to talk for a second while they tally the scores. So, for all of you here in the audience, and I believe third grade who is watching up in their classroom somewhere, just going to look at the camera instead of talking to you, you guys will all have the opportunity to participate in some form of battle of the books next year. Any fifth grader, whether or not you're sitting behind me or in front of me, can participate in battle of the books at the middle school. And what's cool about the middle school is that they actually compete with the entire rest of Oswego County. So they not only battle each other in school, which is a big school, the middle school, they also compete against all the other middle schools in Oswego County. So it's actually a much bigger, much larger, much more exciting battle because you get to battle against other schools and show, some Central Square pride. Current fourth graders, you of course can be in battle next year. We have a very fun year planned, Mrs. Schultz and I, for a battle for next year, and you guys can do an in-school battle like this one in fifth grade. We hope to get, not all of you, that would be a little ridiculous, but a lot of you in for battle next year. And third graders, well, unfortunately, battle is not for fourth graders. We are going to have a little bit of a prep team, as we are calling it. So fourth graders next year will be able to do a pre-battle book club to learn kind of how it works, read some awesome books, chat about them, and get ready to do battle when you're in fifth grade. So everybody who's watching in their classroom and everybody sitting in front and behind me, we expect a lot of you to do some battle next year. Now, should we get some final answers, some final numbers?
All right. Okay, sweet. So, and, oh, yeah. All right. In fourth place,
We're doing this for a reason, don't worry.
in fourth place, with a score of 60, we have the Rizzlers.
Keep in mind, my friend said a score of 16 is a maximum of 100. So, how much is the maximum? Never mind, I can't do math. Don't listen to me. It's not a maximum of 100. Move on.
160 would be
160 is perfect. Sorry. It's 16 questions. Not 10. All right. In third place, with 90 points, more than half, we have the Reading Warriors.
We actually have a tie. So we have two teams that. No, we're not doing a tiebreaker for this because it is for the second place. And both of these teams scored 100 points. So that would be the Firehawks and the Slade Bandits.
Which means that in first place with 130 points, getting 13 out of 16 questions correct, we have the Preppy Shreds. Why can I have all of my team stand up? Everybody stand up. Come out here and take a big bow for your face. Come take it back. Come on. Come on. Take it back. My battle friends, my 15 of you, hang out for just a second. My 4th and 5th grade friends, listen to your teachers. For any adult who came, thank you so much for supporting your student. Thank you so much for supporting battle and reading and all those things.